today we were in Alpine, Texas. We were at the Holland Hotel. So we originally didn't even know this hotel was like haunted at first. Aaron's about to laugh at it. But yeah, we walked in. I instantly got a feeling. I was like, guys, this hotel, I feel like it's haunted, right? So we looked up the stuff, and the hotel is haunted, and the bed makes a weird squeaking noise. We kind of figured that out. But yeah, we're gonna like read through some of like the stories that people have posted online. He's got some pretty crazy ones in there. So, all right. So Chandler's gonna like kind of read some stories off to you guys about the place.
Alright, so one of the stories here that I see is from a woman named Alicia, and she said, I had attended a friend's wedding just outside of town. It was late when I returned to my hotel room, and I definitely had a few drinks. When I opened my door, I found a very bizarre photograph laying on the floor. The picture was clearly very old and showed a strange woman standing outside of town. She had a stuffed animal in one hand and a baby doll in the other, and if that wasn't creepy and odd enough, she had a paper mache mask that covered her face. And then we continue, and her first guess was that the woman was mentally ill.
What was that?
I just set my phone on the table.
Oh.
And she goes, during that night, I woke up to hearing the sound of fingernails scratching at the back of the bathroom door. I was scared a rat had gotten into my room, but I still had to check it out. But when I jerked the door open, nothing was there. The scratching started again the moment I laid down in the bed. Frustrated and confused, I told myself that maybe I had overlooked a small hole in the bathroom wall and that the rat or mouse or whatever it was darted back into the hole when I turned the light on. Alright, I flipped the switch on, then shut the door again so I could get some sleep. I had just fallen asleep once more when the scratching started one last time. Angry, I sat up in the bed, glaring at the door. I looked at the gap at the bottom of the door and saw something pale and solid being slowly pushed into the room. There, sitting on the floor, was the same exact mask I had seen the woman in the photograph wearing. Spooky.
Is that it? Yeah, that's crazy. And there wasn't there also something like, yeah, like on the third floor, like a woman and a child have been seen.
Oh, well, she also said, at the end, she said it disintegrated into the floor as if it never existed.
And she left, right?
The mask.
It scared her, she left.
Yep, yep. She left that night, yep.
Okay. So those are, yeah, it's pretty wild. Those are some of like kind of the stories that have happened here. So we're gonna get all of our equipment set up and see if we can capture anything. I might do a little walk around this hotel, but I mean it's very busy right now. Maybe later, once everything calms down a little bit. All right, I'm gonna give a quick walk around so we know where all of our equipment is. So on that table over there, we have a cat ball. Focus. We also got a cat ball in the tissue box right there. I got my millimeter. Also set up right there with the REM function. We have a K2 meter right there. We're also going to be using a spirit box tonight. Walk past Aaron here. And we also have a cat ball over here by this door. And then the REM pod will be set up in the bathroom. So on this one, we're going to have the lights out and everything. And we're going to see if we can get into contact with whatever entities or spirits that are haunting this building. Yeah, also guys, do keep in mind these beds do make like a squeaking noise, and this window right here is fully shut, but it doesn't really keep out noise all that well. So there's a chance there could be people outside that make a noise, or you know, you'll hear the squeaking of the bed. But if you do hear that, just see the Aaron's moving, just disregard that. It's not anything paranormal. So try to scope everything out to avoid accidentally, you know, assuming something is paranormal.
Like, it sounded like something inside of this door.
I think that's just the
Really just now?
the water for the shower in there.
It might be.
But it sounded like it came from in there.
Alright guys, so I just gonna sit here off camera for a little bit, and I was basically calling out and telling the spirits like kind of how every device works, how to set it off, and if they want to, they can set it off. Also, if there's any spirits around, you can also speak directly into this fluffy thing right here on the camera. It's called a microphone. It can sometimes pick your voice up. If you don't want to say something in it, try to be as loud and clear as possible. Is there anything you'd like to say? We've also heard that a woman and a child have been seen on the third floor of this hotel. We are on the third floor currently. Is that true? Are we communicating with the mother or child that have been seen on this floor? We've also heard things about a mask that has been seen in the hotel and scratching on the bathroom door. Can you let us know anything about that? Here in a second, we're going to be turning on the spirit box. You can use the static generated by the spirit box. You can manipulate it and turn it into words to speak with us. Would you like to use this? And also, you can set off any of our devices if you want to at any time. If you don't want to use our devices, you can maybe make a knock on the wall. Touch one of us.
Or you can scratch the door.
You could scratch the door. You could clean the bedrooms. Really anything that you please.
Okay.
Yeah, just something.
Yeah, I just heard something. Alright, I just now turned on the spirit box. I think you just tried to say something just now. Is there any message you'd like to say? Can you maybe give us your name? Yes. There's like a whisper. I feel a cold chill now. I feel like something's kind of draining my energy. Is that you? I feel kind of weak right now. I'm tired. It is you? Okay. Can you please not drain my energy right now? Because it's making me feel kind of bad. If you need extra energy, you can draw it from any of our electrical devices. Do you know anything about the lady and the child that had been seen on this third floor? Who is the one that scratches on the bathroom door and also shows people this mask before it disappears?
I thought I heard what?
That's what I thought it was what?
Do you know who the entity is that scratches on the bathroom door or shows this mask to people before it disappears? Did you hear that? Or am I speaking with the entity that makes those scratching noises?
Say 40.
How old are you?
Have you ever lived? Not really.
I heard not really.
I got chills.
I felt a little bit chills earlier too. And now that I asked it to stop draining my energy, I do feel a little bit better now. It's weird. 'Cause I just started feeling so heavy and like bogged down and tired.
You felt like something was really like
Yeah.
plugged into your brain.
Yeah. You can hear the tone of my voice change now because I'm actually feeling a lot better now. I don't know if you guys could tell while I was making those other clips, but like I kind of felt really bad. How many spirits haunt this building?
I thought I heard 12.
Can anybody else get to him?
I can almost sound like it. I can hear the spirit box like echoing through the bathroom over there. Oh, something draining your energy now.
Oh.
Ask him to stop draining energy from there.
Cat ball. Let me see if the cat ball is there.
What?
Yeah, I just started. I started feeling like. Does it kind of feel heavy in a way, like you're tired and
Yeah.
like you kind of feel like you're dying?
I mean, not when I'm dying. I just feel like, I don't know.
It's just like a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Does it feel heavy? Yeah, I had that feeling just a second ago.
If you want to drain energy from somebody, drain it from me, not from anybody
Yeah.
else.
Can you please not drain anyone's energy in here?
Yeah, if you're draining my energy, please stop.
Are you trying to make us feel like what you felt like before you died?
Did I hear hard or part?
It sounded like hard or something like
It
that.
sounded like heart.
Heart or hard?
Heart.
I just got cold chills, bro. Because you know I was having chest pains?
Yes.
They're gone now. And I
Yes.
stopped feeling heavy.
Yes.
And it said heart.
Yes. A
Did-
heart attack.
Did you die from a heart attack? Or was it just heart complications in general?
Oh, there's the train.
Did you die from a broken heart?
That's a good question.
It sounded like yes.
Did you just say yes?
Yes.
Aaron.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about it? If not, that's okay.
I heard 2.
Here in a minute, will you set off one of our devices for us? I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I heard.
Yeah, I just saw that go to 0.01 on the milligases just now.
Should I move the cat ball back?
Yeah, it's fine. Just let it ring. Oh wow, the train right there really is loud.
Yeah.
So the train's going by right now, yeah. Yes, I think it's just said yeah. Okay, I'm about to turn the spirit box off. Is there any last things you'd like to say? Okay, thank you for communicating through the spirit box. Feel free to stay around. We can use our other devices to communicate as well.
Take her outside.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she just doesn't. She did like that.
She's shaking.
Yeah.
Avery, are you okay?
You did?
Yeah, like,
kind of like jittery, like kind of like.
I don't know. I just.
It's like you kind of feel cold, like a jittery in a way. I feel like static doo doo.
I'm not meaning to like y'all don't have to stop or anything. Y'all can keep going. I need to step outside.
Okay, guys, we had to take a break. We had something like really kind of scary happen. Like, we aren't making this up. Like, I feel like we were just like under spiritual attack. It felt like something was draining my energy and Avery's energy. And it was making us feel chest pains. We were feeling it both in the same spot, and we both felt like we couldn't project our voices. And overall, like, we felt like shortness of breath, like almost like if you ever had a panic attack, it kind of feels exactly like that. And we just felt like super heavy, super weak, and we felt like something was attacking us. We literally had to go outside and the hotel and sit in our car for like 20 minutes. And then I started feeling a lot better, so I went ahead and came back up. I think Avery's kind of got the worst of it.
She's a little rough still.
But yeah, like something definitely was, felt like was kind of attacking us and draining our energy. And we said a couple prayers, we told it to go away and stuff, and now I'm starting to feel better. But yeah, I have never experienced something like that to that extent. Again, I still like I feel very off, and like while me and Chandler were walking up the stairs back to the room, right as soon as we were walking up to the third floor,
Like as soon as we got to the third floor.
the air felt like really hot and heavy and stuffy, and like we couldn't breathe.
It felt like I had run up the stairs.
Yeah, and we like
I
slowly
was like
walked up
out
the
of
stairs.
breath.
I still kind of feel like that
We were
now.
panting at our door.
Yeah, I know, dude.
like we just ran a marathon. We were
That's just insane. Again, if anything here is wanting to harm us, drain our energy or anything, you're not welcome here. Please leave the room. Please stop draining our energy. In the name of Jesus Christ, you must leave. You're not welcome to touch any of us or drain our energy at all. I think I hear Aaron coming back. Okay, so we're getting 0.6 milligasses right now. 5, and it went down to 4, now it's coming back up to 5.
back at 6, yeah.
I think we've decided we might not stay here tonight because there obviously something malevolent is here right now, and it's still making me feel bad. And I'm getting cold. You know, when I was saying like we feel like you're a demonic entity, I was saying this off camera, but I got like cold chills right after I said that. So again, can you at least let us know where you are in the room? Can you maybe walk to our REM pod and set that off so we know where you're standing? Or just set off any of our devices so we know where you are. I also have my mail device on the REM pod you can touch.
Did we put the? Did
Just
you turn
like
the one in
this.
the bathroom back on?
Yeah, it's right there. That's
Oh, okay.
the mail, or the REM pod. Again, you can also speak into our mic. Maybe you just want to leave us EVPs. Why are you harming us? Can you give us a reason for that? Is it just fun to you?
It's at 7 now. 6. Shoot.
Now, we don't mean to provoke you in any way, but I've always had the curious question when speaking. Well, we're not fully saying you're demonic. We don't know what you are for sure, so please don't take this disrespectfully. But if you are demonic, we want to kind of know why you're like that. Like, why do you choose to go against God?
Do you want to do the spirit box again? See if we can get answers.
Yeah, we can in a second. Would you like to communicate through a cat ball? Again, all you have to do is touch it. You can make it light up like that for yes, or just make it set dormant for no. Now, if you want to communicate through that cat ball right there, wait till it turns off and then immediately light it up again. So now, just turned off. Alright, can you set that cat ball off for us, please? Okay, now we're at 0.7 milligusses now. Oh, went down to 6. Something is keeping that steady. It might be that dish receiver behind there. Is that you making the milligusses go up, or is that dish receiver? Okay, I moved it over here. Because before I had it set over here and it wasn't going off. And I did ask it to make it go to 1 milligus, and it went to 1 milligus just now. And I moved it away from that receiver. Was that you that made it go to 1 milligus? It's exactly at 1 milligus, exactly what I asked. Alright, thank you for doing that for us. Because before it was just hovering at like 0.4 and it just slowly went up.
Yep.
Now it's at 0.8.
Now it's going down.
Alright, thank you for doing that for us. Again, if you want to say anything to this microphone, try to speak as loud and clearly as you possibly can. You can say anything you'd like. Again, I respect all entities, even if you're a demon, normal spirit. We all have free will. You can choose what you want to do. Alright guys, where Chandler was standing, I was still talking to it, and I was like, if it's a demonic entity, we're not trying to provoke you or anything like that. I mean, all due respect, and right after I said that, I got full body chills.
I came over here too, and I got it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Right away, instantly.
Again, like the overall energy in this room is just so heavy and negative for some reason. I just saw it spike.
It spiked?
Yeah, to like the second one. I didn't have to. Oh.
Oh, I see it
Very
right there.
subtly. Is that you making it spike?
Oh.
Thank you. Can you make it go to red? There you go.
You're trying.
Thank you. We're at 0.8 milligusses on the mill device to the left of this, by the way.
Is it easier for you to communicate with that device? Make it flash yes and no, just leave it alone.
This is still going to like exactly 1 milligus every once in a while too on the mill meter.
Yeah, that heavy feeling coming back.
Yeah, can you let us know like what is your goal here? Like, you just want people to feel the way you felt? Because, I mean, me and Avery were able to feel that, and if you really did feel that way, we really do have sympathy for you. Like, we're sorry that happened. Are you a spirit that followed us here, or were you already at this hotel? What do you feel right now, Chandler?
I'm not lighter yet, but it's not as heavy as as it was
You
when
know,
I announced
while,
it.
while I was standing in that corner over there, I was getting cold chills, right? But like also before that, like I felt like super kind of like my head had pressure and like lightheadedness, almost. It's
When
hard to explain this feeling.
When I got those body chills, I felt a lot like on the sides of my head too.
Okay, is there anything you'd like to tell us? Why are you making me and Avery feel this way? Is that you making the energy in this room on this third floor feel so heavy and suffocating?
I heard a little.
Is this how you felt before you died? I don't think we ever got a name. Would you like to tell us your name? And if you're a demonic entity, maybe you don't want to give us your real name, you can give us a nickname you'd like to be called. Also, we gotta always ask, Seth, did you follow us here?
I said probably. That was clear as hell.
Seth, was that you making us feel this way, or was it a different spirit or entity? Okay, we're gonna leave the hotel soon. Can you please just stay here and not make us feel this way anymore? Again, we just want to briefly communicate. You know, I want you to show the world that paranormal exists. I feel like you've accomplished that in the way you made us feel. But for our viewers, I mean,
Did I say great?
yeah, I think so. Our viewers probably would like more physical evidence. I bet if you can, leave as many EVPs on that camera microphone as you can. Or set off one of our devices again. You've already done a lot, and we thank you for showing us that you are real and you do exist. Is there any last things you'd like to say before we cut the spirit box off? Alright, what would you like to say? That sounds like goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, please do not follow us. You must stay here In the name of Jesus Christ, you're not allowed to follow us. You must stay here. Again, we mean all due respect, but you must stay here. Please do not follow us. You're not allowed to follow us at all. Any entities that we're speaking to that were in this hotel. Thank you for communicating and setting off some of our devices, possibly leaving EVPs on our camera. We thank you for that. We mean all due respect and goodbye.